I tend to have the same conversations over and over with almost all of my buyers. And today I'm going to share the most common ones with you. So, of course, these aren't deal breakers, these won't ruin your life. But I feel like these conversations come up a lot with usually buyers who haven't done this before. Because how would they know this if they haven't done it before? So I'm not saying this to say I don't like having these conversations, because I do. It's actually one of the things I love about this job is I get to be a source of knowledge and education for people. I love sharing knowledge and helping people understand this process that's pretty complicated, and you would never know this if you didn't experience it. So that is something that I, take very seriously with my clients, and especially buyers, because that's who we're talking about in this video. Is I love to set expectations ahead of time and be transparent, and have them learn along the way so that they aren't having these regrets at the end after they've bought a house and they are like, what did we just do? Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I am a real estate agent in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. And my whole thing is taking the stress out of the real estate transaction. I love helping people understand this and make the whole process a little bit less stressful and scary and a little bit more fun and fulfilling. So the first regret is underestimating total monthly costs. A lot of costs go into owning a home, whether it's a condo and you're paying condo fees, that do increase. They don't stay the same price forever. Utilities, property tax, maintenance. When you own a home, if your fridge breaks, you are buying a new fridge. If your AC breaks, and it's a house, condo is a little different, but if it's a house, you are buying a new AC unit, and those aren't cheap. I have learned that as a homeowner, among other things. So really thinking about what the monthly costs will be to carry a home over and above the mortgage. Okay, number 2 is a big one. I think this is the one that I have the conversation that I have most often. People thinking that their first home has to be perfect. Like when you're buying a home, it has to be your dream home or nothing less. And there's a lot of pressure and regret and stress with that whole idea. It can be coming from a lot of different places: social media, your friends and family, and what they want for you. But I love to say that your first home is a stepping stone. You will likely own more than one home, maybe many homes in your life. And your first home is basically the deposit on your next home. Like when you buy a home, you are earning equity in that home as long as you live in it, as long as you own it. You keep earning equity into that home, and then that's what helps you buy the next home. So yeah, the dream home will come. We will get you there. But your first home, almost never, unless you're really super duper lucky, it's never going to be your dream home. And that's okay. Like, if I think that, to avoid this regret, it's having that conversation with yourself or whoever you're buying this home with on what you're want to haves versus need to haves. Like, yes, I personally would love a super modern kitchen. That's on my dream list for my dream home, is beautiful modern kitchen where the fridge looks like a cupboard and you can open it and it's actually the fridge. That's my vibe. My kitchen doesn't look like that right now. And that's okay. I still love my current kitchen, but my fridge looks like a fridge. And that's okay. Okay, number 3, not understanding the offer process. This, again, you're not supposed to know this before you've put in an offer somewhere. So I take a lot of time with my clients to explain the whole process start to finish, explaining things like irrevocable dates meaning when you submit an offer, you put a date, maybe for the next day, you can't back out. Like, this is a legally binding document. You can't just like change your mind for funsies and revoke your offer. It's irrevocable. And, that's a big thing, is kind of talking about the weight, the gravity of submitting an offer. It's not just for fun. It's serious. Like, you have to be ready to, if they accept it, you are on the line to own this home. So those kinds of things. All of the timelines, like after your offer is submitted, like you have to get your deposit check for like usually tens of thousands of dollars the next day, like within 24 hours of you getting your offer accepted. You have to not only go to the bank and get your deposit check or wire transfer. These days we do things a bit more electronically in most cases, but you have to do all of that within 24 hours. And I couldn't imagine not preparing my buyers for that, because that's a kind of a stressful time. Yay, you bought a house. You also have to take a lot of money out of your bank account and send it over to the other real estate office. And then just the emotional side of it. I tell my buyers every time, this is so emotional, and you're going to feel the ups and the downs, and you don't always get the house, and maybe you've fallen in love with it and your offer doesn't get accepted, or your offer does get accepted and you have a holy crap moment of, did I just do that? It's all over the board. Even, clients of mine that have been so excited and dreaming of this moment get a little anxious after their offer's accepted and they go, oh my God. So just preparing people for that. Buying a house is extremely emotional. Okay, regret number 4, ignoring lifestyle over layout. It is so easy to get heart eyes over a beautifully staged home. Staging is incredible and it's a great tool if you're selling your house. But we have to remember, thinking about our own, how would our life work in this house? Just because the house is beautiful, does that mean that it's right for you? Also, the location of it. It could be a beautiful house, but in the completely wrong area for you, personally. It could be perfect, but not perfect for you. Just picturing your own life in this house. I've had buyers where they're like, oh, I love this house. It's so beautiful. And I agreed. It was a beautiful home, but they had told me that they needed a lot of storage space. They described exactly how much storage space they needed for a very specific reason. This house, once we got there, we realized it did not actually have as much as they needed. And I had to be like, guys, I know you love it and I love it too, but it's not going to work for you unless that, very specific reason has changed. This house is going to work for you. And they're like, oh yeah. Okay. And the last regret, and I've had this happen with buyers, is waiting too long. Yes, we are in a buyer's market right now. So buyers have the competitive edge. They have a bit more time to make decisions, and that's excellent. I love that. I love being in a buyer's market right now, working with my buyers. It's not like things are selling the same day in most cases. You're not competing, and multiple offers in most cases still happens. But you can wait too long, and you're not the only buyer out there, and somebody else will scoop it up. That's happened, and it sucks. You're never like in the earlier regret talking about the dream home. It's never going to be the absolute perfect home. Even if your budget is $2 million or higher, a house, unless you're building a custom home from scratch with an unlimited budget, it's not going to be the perfect house for you. And that's okay. Again, it's having that conversation with yourself or whoever is buying the home with you of and agreeing on what is a deal breaker and what isn't. Because if the color of the cupboards in the kitchen is what's stopping you from saying yes, I'm here to tell you, you can paint the cupboards. Or if you don't like to do that, you can hire someone to paint the cupboards. Up to you. But that is fixable. Totally fixable. Carpet, fixable. Wall color, fixable. So many things. Yes, it's work to do and money to do, but totally fixable, and also not impacting in most cases your day-to-day life. Back to my kitchen. Would I love a beautiful light colored cabinet? Yeah. But mine are dark right now and it's literally fine. And I know, like, I'm going to live in a lot of different houses. I'm going to own a lot of different places in my life, and each one can have a little bit of something that I, is my dream. This house that I'm in right now has a lot of my dream home, like a lot of elements. So I think that seeing the positive side and seeing what does fit, and then categorizing the things that don't fit. Are these deal breakers? Because sometimes it is. If you literally need 3 bedrooms and this one has 1, yeah, we can't fix that. We cannot fix that. But if it's something fixable, like cupboard color or flooring, yeah. So waiting too long and seeing the home that you love sell is a bummer. And that is the 5th regret. And as always, if you want to chat about your options, if you're thinking about buying, I'm always here. I love to have these conversations. No pressure ever. And yeah, hit me up and I will see you in the next one. A beautifully staged, that's the word. I lost it. Does that mean, hold on.